Thank you for coming to my channel. I am BeautyETC. I am a beauty enthusiast. I'm a makeup artist. I love all things beauty. Thank you for stopping by. I truly appreciate you. Consider leaving a comment and thumbing up my video. It will really help. If you have been here from the get-go, I truly appreciate you and I love you. In this video, I'm just going to be sharing my own little tips on making my eyeshadow stay on my eyes, on my oily eyelids all day. If you have a problem with your eyeshadow, cleaning off, midway through the day, then you should definitely watch this video. I have oily eyelids, I have hooded eyes, and I have small eyes, so it is imperative for me to keep my eyeshadow on. So in this video, I'll be showing you what I do to keep the eyeshadow on. Alright guys, so I'm filming this, well, the second time again. That's why I look different, okay? Because I lost the footage, so I have to film it again. I will go straight into how I prep my eyes, my oily lids. Okay, let's go.
Alright, I'm going to be using this, okay? I'm going to take the concealer, a little bit right there. I can use my fingers to spread it and blend it at the same time. I don't need too much. Don't need too much. Okay, like so. And just blend it into the brow so everything is like one seamless color. Okay.
And then I can use a brush. So this is just concealer. This is the matte concealer, e.l.f. matte concealer, the matte one. You might say that you prefer the side that I used my fingers for better. Now I'm going to use fluffy brush and some loose powder. You can also use pressed powder, but loose powder tends to mattify better. I'm doing it fast because I don't want any creases. That's it. I can now go into eyeshadow, and this is going to stay put. It's not going to move. So I'm going to show you another method using an actual eyeshadow primer. The eyeshadow primer that I like to use is Fenty Beauty, but I'll show it to you in the next clip. Thank you for watching. Greetings. I didn't have my microphone on to record this section, so I'm going to have a voice over. I'm so sorry guys, I was really chatting in this video. Okay, right now I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Primer. So I decided to use different primers that I've used over time that have worked for me and tell you how they work. And that's what I'm talking about here. I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, okay, in white, and that's what it looks like. The only con about this is that it gets very stiff in the container, so that could be a problem, but once you warm it up with your fingers, it works. That is the Fenty Pro Filter Mattifying Amplify Eye Base. I'm using on the left eye, so I use the e.l.f. Putty Primer on the right eye, and I use the Fenty on the left eye. And I believe here I was talking about how the e.l.f. is white, so you think that would make the colors really pop. So I'm going to test this theory out with an eyeshadow, and I'm showing you what sides of my eyelids that I use each primer on, so we're not confused. I'm using this Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsession palette. I'm just picking up a random color from there, and we will see how vibrant, compare how vibrant the colors are on each eye. You will be shocked at the result. Can you guess which eye will bring out the vibrancy of the eyeshadow more? Now I'm just blending out the edges so there are no harsh edges to the eyeshadow. This is pretty much self-explanatory. So, you know, you have choices. When you have oily eyelids, you have so many products out on the market that you can try and see which one works for you. You would never know until you actually try. And that is what I have done. So I have these 4 that I always go to. I don't really like the e.l.f. Eye Putty Primer because I have to put my fingers into it. So that's another pro, and then it gets really stiff. But apart from that, it's cheap, it's affordable. The e.l.f. Putty Primer is cheap, it's affordable, can be found everywhere. Of course, all these products can be found everywhere actually. So I am just comparing both eyes, and one is more vibrant. It is more vibrant on the Fenty Pro Filter Matte Amplifying Eye Base. I know that is unbelievable, but yes, it is. It was more vibrant. The eyeshadow is more vibrant on the Fenty Amplifying Mattifying eyeshadow base. Now I'm going to be comparing the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer and the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. Again, all 4 products keep the eyeshadow on my eye all day. All day, they don't fail. MAC, I was just chit-chatting here and just talking about how I have used MAC Paint Pot forever. It's not new to me. It's an OG. It works, okay? But in the quest to try something new, you just try other products, all right? I'm now applying the e.l.f. Camo Concealer on my right eyelid with a brush. You already know the deal. I'm using a brush because it's a liquid concealer. It'll be very messy with my fingers, but you can still use your fingers. Depending on my mood, I use whatever. That's the Royal Langnickel brush that I'm going to use to set that e.l.f. Camo Concealer with translucent powder. It is a concealer. It has to be set. If you don't set it, the eyeshadow is just going to go, with oily eyelids, the eyeshadow is just going to melt into the creases as the oil starts to seep through the concealer. So it has to be set, just like you set concealer under your eyes. Now, I'm showing you the side that I use the e.l.f. and I've already used the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. The MAC Painterly Paint Pot it does not get stiff in the pan unlike the e.l.f. Putty Primer. It is very, very pliable, malleable to use. So that's a difference, quality. I'm now using the same eyeshadow palette that I used previously. I'm going to use it on both eyes, so we are just testing the vibrancy of the eyeshadow on each eye, on the concealer side and on the MAC side. Again, all 4 products keep the eyeshadow on eyelids, so that is not what we're testing out here. We're just trying to see how popping these colors are going to be with each base. You know the deal here. Okay, what do you guys think? Which one is going to be more vibrant? Which one is going to show up more? And the predictions are in. Drum roll, the MAC Painterly Paint Pot has its first place, okay? The colors show up better. You will see as I blend, the colors show up better. The eyeshadow color shows up better on the MAC side. As I blend, you're going to see what I'm talking about. It's so amazing. Now, the reason why the color kind of fades on the concealer side is because I set it with the concealer, but you have to set concealer with a powder. Okay, that's why the other side, made it, So I'm going to be ranking in first place, second place, third place, fourth place. First place, of course, goes to MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Beautiful, easy to use. You just have to use your fingers. That's the con. All right, second place is going to Fenty Pro Filter Amplify Eye Base, and third place is going to e.l.f. Putty Primer. Last is the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer, only because it is a concealer. If you have non-oily eyelids, it will work for you more, better than those with oily eyelids. So that is the prediction. That's to the end of the video. Thank you for watching.